Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Today I got the happy news, like a kind of early Christmas present, that Binance are having a final end of year Launchpool project. It will be the 63rd Launchpool project and it's going to be for BIO protocol. Alright, so let's get the important timing information out of the way first. This is a 10-day farming period Launchpool project. So it's quite a long one, and usually we hope for good returns. You know, generally the longer the Launchpool farming period, the better the returns, although that can't be guaranteed. The farming period kicks off at midnight on the 24th of December, so that's basically 12 hours from the time of making this video, and it goes until the 2nd of January at 23:59, which will be 1 minute to midnight. In terms of trading, Binance will launch the project at 10 a.m. on January the 3rd, 2025. All of these times are UTC. Just a quick word about the trading launch time. You know, this is not always set in stone. Over the past couple of Launchpool and hodler airdrop projects, Binance have suddenly sent out messages saying we're postponing it by half an hour, or we're advancing it by an hour or something like that. So please do keep an eye on your Binance portal notifications just to make sure that you get the right time, because I can't guarantee making this so many days in advance that it's not going to change. You get this airdrop in the same way as you get any other Launchpool project. There are two ways to do this on Binance. The best way, in my opinion, is simply to lock BNB in simple earn terms. It can be anything from 15 days to 120 days. You get a little bit of an interest rate there, although it's not very high. 15 days is very low interest and 120 is a little bit better, but we're still only talking about like 0.4% APR or something. It is not great, but the benefit of that is that if you're in Simple Earn, you also qualify for hodler airdrops and mega drops if we ever have another mega drop. The alternative approach is, if you don't want to be locked into staking BNB for a fixed term, then you can just stake directly on the project page of BIO on Binance Launchpool, and you can either put BNB there or FDUSD, which is a US dollar stablecoin, according to your preference. The benefit there is that you can come in and out quicker and you're not locked in. The negative is that you lose out on the opportunity to qualify for other kinds of airdrops. It's really your decision. Talking about my strategy with BIO, my disposal strategy, I will follow the same kind of strategy that I always do with these Launchpool projects on Binance, which is just sell early and go away. You know, basically the best prices are almost always obtainable at or close to the open on Binance, and thereafter, you know, you seem to see some kind of steady decline. Obviously, it is influenced by, you know, what's going on in the general crypto market and general sentiment. You know, sometimes you get spikes up and stuff, but the general trajectory of 99% of these projects is down from the moment that they launch, and being quicker to sell has been historically extremely advantageous. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Everyone can make their own decision about when to sell, or indeed if to sell. But I intend to sell BIO token when I get it, and to roll the proceeds into either Bitcoin or ETH, whichever one looks more attractive at that particular moment. Just talking briefly about what BIO token actually is, this project is perhaps to me a little bit more interesting than some of the other projects that we've seen launch on Launchpool this year. Certainly much more interesting than some of the meme coins that we've seen launch in the last few months. Basically what BIO is it's the governance token of the BIO protocol, and this is a mechanism by which investors can get involved in various biotech themed DAOs, which actually allocate funding to different biotech projects. The idea is rather complicated and I don't want to delve into it, but one of the concepts, aside from providing funding to various biotech projects, is that there will actually be tokenized IP which will be made into some kind of NFT and presumably can then be traded as well. So it has interesting aspects to it if anyone wants to delve into it. It's quite an active ecosystem. It has 7 existing bio DAOs covering topics like hair hair loss and cryogenics, extending human lifespan and stuff like that. And it also has upcoming ones which are studying things like, for example, long COVID. So, I mean, there are some real world applications for this. To date, they've raised 23.5 million US dollars across the 7 DAOs that the token applies to. And they've actually deployed about 7.2 million of that to the projects. So it seems to be a real project that might have a real use case and could potentially, if you understand it, generate good results for investors. But as someone who's invested previously in biotechnology stocks and learned fairly harsh lessons from that experience, I think it's worth noting that with anything related to biotechnology, the failure rate is immensely high, and you really have to have a great deal of knowledge and expertise about it before you just plunge in. It's not the kind of thing that you can just, throw a dart at the wall of 1,000 projects and you're going to come up a winner. Not at all. The failure rate is extremely high, and I would regard it as one of the most high-risk areas of the traditional stock market, beyond any doubt. I don't want to be involved in this simply because I don't want to take the time to try to understand it. I don't think that it's necessary, so my plan remains just to sell. But having said that, it is an interesting concept as a project. Alright, I hope people found the information in this video useful, and I hope everyone manages to garner massive airdrop rewards from this one. I will see you soon in the next video.